Alright, this video is going to walk you through how to add two fractions that have different denominators. Before you start trying to do these problems though, you need to be aware of three types of factoring. There are three types. One of them is called common factor factoring. That's where you find a number that can go into all the terms. In this case, a 3, and there's also a common letter x in both the terms as well. So you'd say your common factor is going to be 3x, and then you ask yourself, what do you multiply 3x by to get the original problem? Well, you'd have to multiply it by x plus 2, because that would then make your 3x squared and your 6x. Like you see in the original part. So common factors, look for those, always take those out first. After you take out common factors, you might have other questions that break down to things like this. This is a trinomial, and you can factor trinomials by doing a box and a diamond, and you just take the first term, the last term, put them in the box, and then you multiply the diagonal, and you get 12x squared. And then you take the middle term that's in the trinomial, put it on the bottom of the x, and then you ask yourself what multiplies to 12x squared and also adds to give you 7x. That would be 3x and 4x. You move those two values over to the box that you didn't have filled in yet, and then you get the dimensions of the box. The dimensions of the box are the two factors for your answer. So you say the answer of what 2x squared plus 7x plus 6 factors into, it factors into 2x plus 3 and x plus 2, which again are the dimensions of your box. Lastly, there's a type of factoring that you have to be aware of also that's called difference of squares. Difference in math means the word subtraction. So when you see two terms that are perfect squares that are subtracted, a perfect square is a square that you can square root and get a nice answer. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 49 is 7. And whenever you have those two terms subtracted and they both square root nicely, you can then say x plus 7, x minus 7. Be always looking out for those on these problems as you go through them. Now as you see this problem, you're going to notice that you're seeing a difference of squares right off the bat. So we want to look at how we can break this denominator down into separate factors. Well, if we do this, they both square root nicely, so that would factor into x plus 9, x minus 9. Now, if this denominator has an x plus 9 and an x minus 9, this one does not have both of those. It's missing an x minus 9. So we need to multiply this denominator by x minus 9 so that it can be the same as what we have over here. So let's take this 6 that we have on the top. We're going to multiply it by x minus 9 and also the denominator so that both now fractions can be the same, as you can see now. Then, once you've got the same denominators, you can then add the numerators' contents together, and then we would have 6x minus 54, as you see here, plus the x plus 117, and then as you combine those like terms, they will turn into 7x plus 63 over x plus 9, x minus 9. Now, a lot of you might stop right there, but again, be thinking of all the types of factoring you could do. Are there any common factors? Well, sure enough, 7 goes into 7 once, and 7 goes into 63 9 times. We could take that out, and then we could write it as 7 times parentheses x plus 9. Because if you were to multiply that back together, you'd have 7x plus 63. And then what you'll lastly notice is that you're going to see, hey, wait a minute. There are factors in both the numerator and denominator that I can cross out. I'm going to cross out this x plus 9 and this x plus 9. And all you have left then are these two pieces in the fraction after combining them from adding, and you have a 7 on the top, and you have a x minus 9 on the bottom. So then we have then a final answer of 7 over x minus 9. Well, I hope you take time now as you move forward on these other problems. Be looking for these types of factorings and then see what you can cross out in the end, because there are sometimes common factors you can cross out. Hope this video helps, and good luck.